It's official, guys. The American citizens coming out of Congo with Ebola will now be allowed into Kenya. And we know this to be true because the American media is already reporting on this. Just listening to this.
The White House confirming the U.S. is setting up a health facility in Kenya to take in Americans who have been exposed. An administration official describes the facility as state-of-the-art, adding that it would provide access to high-quality care for Americans who would need to quickly get out of the Democratic Republic of Congo to quarantine. An official also arguing that it would cut down on the risks of a lengthy transport back to the U.S. A union representing foreign service workers slamming this decision, calling it a stark departure from how previous administrations have handled Ebola exposure.
Now, because we have third-grade leaders, the worst of the worst, we have to remind them like children the repercussions that Kenyans will face if they go through with this Ebola nonsense. And so with no further ado, let's get after it. Number one, if they implement these CDC facilities, which are meant to quarantine and treat Americans, Kenya will begin facing visa restrictions. Because sooner or later, there'll be 5, 6, maybe 10 outbreaks that have been reported. One in Roysambu, one in Rongai, one in Eldoret, one in Bungoma. And that will lead to travel bans towards Kenyans. And the same Americans who will have brought it here into Kenya, when a Kenyan wants to go to America, they will be blocked by Donald J. Trump. Because what's his policy? America first. And it's actually every other country's policy, provided it has a sane leader. Here it is not Kenya first. Our leader believes it is America first. That is why he's bringing Americans here who are sick, exposing other Kenyans to them, straight from the airport, everywhere, kila mtu anakuwa exposed. So expect a travel ban. Kama wewe ni mtu unafanya kazi huko nje, usijaribu kurudi hapa provided this thing goes through and we receive the first plane full of Americans. Ukiona hiyo usirudi Kenya. If the ban is implemented, be where it is, unafanya haso yako. This is the nonsense we have to deal with under this regime. Now the second downside, if we go through with this whole issue of hosting Americans with Ebola, you can expect us to go back to a nationwide lockdown. The moment the first few cases are reported, some wiping out entire families, others entire classrooms. Kuna mtoto alienda akaambukiza watoto wengine, darasa mzima nusu imekufa, wengine they under quarantine. That will lead to a nationwide lockdown. And it is not the politicians who will be affected. It is the common mwananchi, the person living paycheck to paycheck. Yule mtu aneka smoky mayai hapo, anategemea mnunue hapo kwa footbridge daily so that they can make ends meet. Now they'll be at home. Hata akikuja, hakuna mtu amekuja. Huyo jamaa atasurvive aje? Those who survive on logistics, transport. Uko na matatu yako kwa Nico Sacco, Embasava Sacco and all these other Saccos. Who will you be carrying? You'll park those buses. Those in the tourism industry. You are renting your vehicles, your BNBs, all these things. Who will be coming to a country ambayo iko na Ebola? Who in their sane mind? So this is just an attempt to sabotage the entire Kenyan economy. Na mimi nikifuatilia, this is being done out of desperation. Everybody who does something, there is a reason. There is always a reason. And I think that Ruto knows sababu anaenda one term. He is desperate enough to allow Ebola into the country so that when it comes time to vote, you cannot vote. No one will allow hundreds of thousands of people to go line up ati kupiga kura mukiambukizana Ebola. It cannot happen. So kura itakuja na watu wataambiwa hapana, we cannot vote as a nation. Let us wait till this storm passes and then we can now go to the ballot. And so guess what? Since that works in their advantage, we will have Ebola cases being reported every other day. It will be in perpetual motion. 2 Ebola victims found in Malindi, 1 found in Kilimani, 1 found in Lodwar. Sababu wanajua provided hawa watu wa Ebola wanaendelea kukuja, hatuwezi piga kura. And probably they'll amend the constitution because watu wataleta shida na maandamano. They'll probably amend the constitution to say we cannot risk the entire population. Wacha kila mtu akae nyumbani. Let our MPs vote their next president. Because see, they are your representatives. Nyi mko quarantine na mwezi kuja kupiga kura. There is some ukora inaendelea hapa. Ruto might be many things but he's not mad. Everything he does, it is with a reason. There is someone benefiting. Either ni yeye, ni watu wake, ni kikundi yake, rafiki yake, but it has to be somebody. Afanyi tu for the sake of it. Even housing is not just for the sake of it. Ukiona na insist kuna mtu anapata tenda nono ya simiti, mchanga, ballast, chuma ya D10, D12, mukwa. So please, this thing is one of those issues which inafaa tufanye maandamano kali sana before it happens. We can't wait for it to happen. You know, you can't protest a disease. A superbug cannot be protested. Hakuna maandamano itafukuza Ebola. Hakuna maandamano itaponya ukimwi. These are things we need to do now. We prevent it from happening now. Hata tunataka kujua hizi vitu wa Amerika wanaweka ni wapi na inawekwa kwa county ya governor mgani. Huyo governor mshenzi ende nyumbani. So let's take this issue seriously, guys, as we protest the finance bill, which I know pia ni njama ya kuficha watu wasifocus kwa finance bill. As we protest that one, we're not saying finance bill isipite, lazima ipite ndo inchi iweze kusonga, but they must amend it so that it makes sense. Then we proceed. But even as that is being enacted, we are still focused kwa mambo ya Ebola. Let our leaders decide. Na ngoja watupea direction, kina Gachagua, kina Eugene, waseme ni tarehe gani tunaenda maandamano ya kukataa au watu wako na Ebola. Hiyo hata I think police watatuunga mkono. But anyway, that's just my opinion, guys. Do drop me your comments in the comment section below and I'll do best to read them and to give you a response. So with that, here today's ads of the day. If you're still managing rentals using notebooks and caretakers, see how Joel Karango Minor switched to a system that runs his 76 units automatically. Every month, caretakers traveled to his office with handwritten records. Balancing the math took hours. Payments never merged and tenants never got receipts. Then Joel switched to Bomahat, Kenya's award-winning property management software. Now payments update automatically, receipts go out via SMS, and every report is just one click away. He now runs all 76 units from his phone. No chaos, no confusion. Join hundreds of landlords doing the same. For more information, please call 0717-512-483 or visit www.bomahat.com. If you're in need of electrical wiring, solar installation, or electrical fittings such as strip lights, snake lights, downlighters, or chandeliers, contact Engineer Wycliffe at 0707-476602 and he'll get your house dapped up. If you're here for the first time, please go on and hit the subscribe button. And if you're watching from a different platform, just head on over to YouTube, search for David Wafula. Hit the subscribe button. You're going to be getting a ton of content of this nature. If politics is something you're passionate about, this is definitely the one channel that you really, really need to subscribe to. All right, guys, adios. Thank you for choosing David Wafula as your primary news platform. We put countless hours in research, recording, and editing. By showing up each and every day to watch our videos, you encourage us to generate more videos for the viewers. We are on a mission to inform, educate, and build a better tomorrow. To our thousands of followers in a world full of presidents, kings, and queens, you are the real gem. Adios.